Hello, hello, hello! How's everyone doing today? Woo! Get the music going. It's Friday! It's Friday, it's Friday, Friday. Unbox and chill Friday. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Hope you enjoyed your week. Hope you had a good time. It's Friday. It's a long weekend. Is it Labor Day for like pretty much everyone this weekend? Or is it like depends on where you are? Because Monday's a holiday for us here. So long weekend. Not that affects me, but so is it weekend for everyone? Long weekend for everyone, or is that just like an Ontario thing? Next Monday. Yeah, next Monday. Yeah, like first Monday in September. So now you're not allowed to wear what is it? You can't wear white after Labor Day, or you can't wear white. I don't work in an office. So how's everyone doing today? Nice stream today. Nice easy stream today. We got an unbox and chill stream, and we got the Kingroon. This finally showed up like a week or two ago. So, you know, enclosed Core XY printers running Clipper. So hot right now. And Kingroon has thrown their lot in the mix. Now, previous Kingroon printers, I've kind of had a hit and miss appreciation for. I really like the KP3S just because it's a nice little cheap budget compact printer. Their KP5 series was kind of eh. But they've thrown their hat in the ring with this, the KLP1, which I'm assuming KLP stands for, like, it's Clipper. Or Kingroon Large Printer 1. You know, it's not that large. So the thing is, compared to the other enclosed Core XY printers on the market, this is relatively, I'm gonna go up here. Let's go up here. Relatively inexpensive compared to some other enclosed printers on the market right now. If you're comparing it to like a Bamboo or the Creality K1, this thing is under 400 American pesos. So yeah, that's pretty budget. For a high-speed Core XY, that's not too shabby. It advertises the same print speeds as everything else. Again, remember, I parrot this all the time. All companies use the same motors. They're all using NEMA 17s and GT2 belt, and they're 32-bit controllers, and they're all running Clipper. So you're going to get the same speeds and feeds out of every machine. How fast a machine moves is not something you can really trust. It's marketing. Got built-in Wi-Fi. We got a bed probe. It's direct feed. I like to see that. All metal hot end. Like to see that. It's running Clipper. We're gonna take a look at that Clipper though. We're gonna take a look at that Clipper. So print volume though isn't the biggest. 210 millimeters cubed. So it's not exactly, you know, you're not printing Mando helmets on it in one piece at least, but it's not as big as some other ones, because the thing is with these enclosed printers, they get big quick. The X Plus 3 is still taking up a sizable portion of my floor in here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this out of the box, we're gonna get it set up, and we're gonna take a look at it. Now, usual YouTube disclosure, this printer was sent to me by Kingroon on the condition that I unbox it on a live stream and show it off. Words and opinions are my own. I'm not being paid for this. This is not sponsored in the fact that they're not paying me at all. They just sent me the printer to take a look at it. Now, what is disappointing is I don't think I have my knife in here. How am I going to open this box? I don't have my kniff. I need my kniff. Oh, there's my kniff. There's my kniff. So there we go. They ditched the Bowden hotend. Did these used to have a Bowden hotend? They better not have a Bowden. I'm pretty sure it's direct feed. It looks direct feed to me. So let's take a looky-loo here. When YouTubers give more disclosure, I have to. There's actual laws and whatnot in Canada where, like, if I'm sponsored and paid, I have to disclose it as a sponsored thing. Okay, so we got our manual. It's the Kingroon KLP1 FDM 3D. Oop, they put FDM. Don't tell Stratasys, they'll get sued. Quick disassembly card. Cool. No, this quick printing guide is only for pre-printing preparation. Then why do you call it the disassembly? We got a piece of cardboard. That's always nice to see. Okay. I'm assuming it has a touchscreen because I got one of these touchscreen pens with a little elastic cord. No, well, that's disappointed. Why even bother? Fine addition to the collection. Power cable. Did Kingroon have a booth at Rapid? I didn't. I knew Creality had a booth. I didn't know Kingroon had a booth at Rapid. Well, I got a big old PTFE tube. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we got the door here, so I guess we got to put the door on. So put that there. Let me put this on the floor and then pick it up and put it out. So. It's a box in a box. Come on. Get out of your box. There we go. And is there anything else in here? No, other than a mess. So this room was organized and now it is no longer organized. May have been Rocky Mountain, maybe. Bag of goodies. We got some adapters here. Okay, there's actual, like, there's some partial assembly to this thing. There's some partial assembly to this thing. But for 379 American rubles, I kind of expect that a little bit. Okay. So that is, can we bring that up? That is locked down. Is it screwed down? Oh, it's screwed down. That's why. Okay, did they give me Allen keys? Yes, they did. PTFE. Well, this says it's an all metal hotend, and it looks like it uses V6 nozzles because they gave me an extra one here. That's literally just a loose nozzle. Oh. Ballant. Hungarian funny monies. 2,490 Hungarian funny monies. Jo Estet. Good evening from Hungary. Good evening. Hope all is well over there. And did I miss a super chat? Or Gary gifted 1 community memberships. Cheers, Gary. Yeah, this machine has a lot of sheet metal. Put it that way. But the X and Y axis are rails, so that's good. MGN 12s, it looks like. The whole machine is stamped sheet metal. Okay. There we go. So first off note, I'm going to go through the instructions here. Let's go through the quick start. So let's take a looky-loo. So remove the silver colored fixing screws from the Y-axis. Okay. Oh. That's smart. So normally they zip tie, and this one they actually have screws. So they have screws in place to prevent your axes from moving during shipping, which is smart. You want that. You do not want, you know, ask Steve what happens when printers move during shipping. You don't want that. And they do have, actually this is kind of nice, they do have little stickers telling you where the screws are that you got to remove. So you can see them down there too. I already took the bed ones out. They have little stickers that tell you what comes out. So that's nice to see. Little thinking ahead. The stepper motor for the extruder is it's a Pancake NEMA 17, it looks like. Okay, so remove that, remove that, remove that. Peel off the protective film from board 1. Use 16 M316 screws to attach. Secure the two board 1 on the left and right side. Okay, so we gotta put the enclosure on. So let's see how. Okay, the movement left to right is smooth. Front to back is a little chunky. Hopefully that's just it just being powered off. Put a tube there. And underneath looks like your normal hot end. You can take the shroud off. We'll do that after. We'll do a print and then we'll take the shroud off. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that. Front to back sounds a little chunky. It does the Core XY thing where it crosses, or no, the belts don't cross. They're just on angles. That's okay. Yeah, they're horizontal. At least it doesn't do the thing like the, you know, I'll give them credit. Unlike the Creality K1, the belts are evenly spaced across the whole thing as you move left to right. The belts aren't little like that. All the bearings, everything. So it's all smooth bearings, smooth idlers. Yeah. There are stops at the front. Okay. So let's put these panels on, I guess. It wants me to put the panels on. And it does come with an extra nozzle. So we've got a whole whack load of screws here. It says M316 screws. I'm assuming they meant M36. Because I don't think you need 16 mil screws to put panels on. Install the panels later. I'm gonna put the sides on. Well, the front door opens. And I'll print something with PLA first, so you guys so I can print with the door open. So we got that's the top. This is that. It's gonna be tight with that. So these are the top. Turn the overlays on. Oh! Why did you guys not remind me to turn the overlays back on, eh? Everyone who was in the member stream, your job if you're in the member stream is to remind me to turn the overlays back on. One second here. What's the bed size? 210. Deducted from your pay. Okay, I'm deducting from your pay. These are acrylic. They are tinted acrylic. never peel these without ripping the paper. Oh, garbage is over here. I keep throwing stuff over there because the garbage in the other room's on the other side. What settings do you change? Anything that's nozzle dependent. So your extrusion width, and you're in the extruder section, you got to tell it you have a 0.6 nozzle. Any reason not to get the Obsidian Revo? Cost. If you're not printing abrasives at all, there's really no point to getting an Obsidian Revo. But if you do print the occasional abrasive, it is nice to have. I'm running Obsidian in a few of my printers, and I can't tell any print differences. I run the same profiles. So there's no downside other than a lighter wallet. The coating non-stick. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't print a lot of PETGs, so. What about the HDX? I'll let you know when it shows up. I haven't used it yet. And you guys don't, oh, I've got a little bit of damage to one of these panels. So that will go on the back. I don't like commenting on stuff that I haven't used personally yet. And I don't have an HDX to check yet. I have some on the way. But until they show up, I don't know. I don't have them. I can't comment on them. I will say this is a nice little form factor. Yeah, it's not the biggest print volume. Also, one of the reasons I want to put the panels on is noise. I want to see if it vibrates or anything. It'd be a lot easier if I had my LTT source screwdriver, but that's out in the garage. There we go. Because I want to at least get the top on too, because I am a little concerned about clearance. Panels really don't line up too well. There we go. Do I have an actual screwdriver for this? This is, you know what? I do. It's in the garage. This is the problem of having two work areas. All the good stuff's in one now. Oh well. So what's everyone got planned for the weekend? It's a long weekend, holiday weekend. What's everyone up to? Okay, these screws are horrible. Why? I don't know if they tapped these or if they didn't chamfer them or what, but like half these screws won't go in. Yeah, they didn't tap these or something. There we go. Finish a V0 build, nice. Describe a P1P. I would say no. Here's the thing, okay? I know a lot of people compare all these to Bamboo clones, and don't get me wrong. There's a few machines out there that are straight up like, you know, directly inspired by Bamboo. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the thing is, it's an enclosed Core XY machine. It's like a car. It's got 4 wheels, 4 doors, and an engine. There's only so many ways you could put that together. And considering, again, we all use the same motors, we all use the same belts, you know, a bearing's a bearing, you know, like, there's only so many ways you could build a printer if you're building an enclosed Core XY machine, right? Now, obviously, you know, the fact that, you know, the cheaty machines for a while there, they had a filament cutter for no reason. That was a bit sus. And they all have the same, like, the tool head kind of all looks the same now. We've kind of settled on a style of a tool head. We get that big 50-15 in the middle, blower, or whatever. They all look like the Sentry drones from Portal. But I mean, like, there's only so many ways you can put together an enclosed Core XY. And when you're doing it commercially, you know, stamped sheet metal is stamped sheet metal. It's gonna look similar. Oh, we got a filament runout sensor on the back. That's nice. What I'll do is I'll get the side panels on, and then I'm gonna flip it on its back, and we're gonna take a look under the hood. I'm gonna open it up, see what we got running this thing. How serviceable? You know what? This actually does look pretty serviceable because it's sheet metal. It's all stamped sheet metal, and all the bearings and everything just screw in. So in terms of serviceability, this is better than, you know, a Bamboo or a K1 or the cheaty machines, because those use all, you know, pressed together bearings and injection molded parts with like pins that are pre-inserted that you can't really replace. Are those scratches? No, it's like maybe from the foam. So this is probably a bit more user serviceable in some regards than the some of the existing machines. It probably, the only downside is because it's all sheet metal, you're kind of screwed if something breaks, because it's not like aluminum extrusions or something. If like you break a part on here, you can't really, you know, you have to get a replacement from the manufacturer or, you know, design a print something. Sheet metal is bad? No, sheet metal is fine. It's just, it's sheet metal. It's a manufactured thing. So if it like breaks, you know, unless you have a metal brake at home, a press brake, so you can make your own parts, you're kind of screwed. At least frame wise. I'm comparing like more the frame. And also modding it is not as easy, right? Like if on an aluminum extrusion printer, you want to mount an extruder, you mount it anywhere. On this machine, you can't really, you're limited, right? In terms of if you want to modify anything, but people don't mod their printers as much as they used to, I think. Especially with the current machines. I don't think people mod them as much. On my KP3S, I had to hammer a part back into place. Yeah, it sounds about right. Okay, I don't know what they did with these holes, but these screws are the hardest screws I've ever had to deal with putting in. Just get a couple panels in. Yeah, the rails being the rails are MGN 12. So this is actually different. Most of the machines that we're seeing on the market are using rods. And this is using rails. So that's, you know, if you're like me and you prefer rails over rods, that's a bonus. It's not as big of a deal on a machine like this compared to, because it's a smaller print volume. But for some people, Dude, this Kingroon scam. How so? Like, what do you mean they scammed? Also, never buy first batch. I don't know why y'all are still getting, you know, doing Kickstarters and you know, especially when Creality comes out with a first gen of a printer. You know they have to fix it. You know there's gonna be problems. I still don't have my review unit of the K1. They still haven't shipped out review units to certain people because they're not, you know, in a state where they know we'll look at them properly. Yeah, you gotta get, yeah, FOMO. People get FOMO'd, right? You can wait a bit. Wait for the reviews. Especially on machines like these. Okay, got the two panels on. Let's take a look at the back, or the bottom. So electronics are in the bottom. Got like hot glue everywhere. So let's see. How many, oh man, there's a lot of screws. You guys want to see the enclosure? Do you guys want to see the electronics? Let's take a look at the electronics. It's going to take a while. Still have it? Yeah, I still have the KPS. Saying completely useless printers full of damaged parts, and they refuse to send replacements. That's not good. My fan on, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be that guy. Okay, Google, turn the air conditioning on. Truggy gifted $4.99. Cheers. Electronic screwdriver. Oh yeah, I have one. Somewhere in here, in this pile. Aha! I don't have any of the bits down here. Shit. The bits are all in the garage. And it's not charged. All the bits for my electronic screwdriver in the garage. So all the electronics appear to be in the bottom of this. And there's a lot of venting. I will say there's a decent amount of venting down here. Go. And then also, while I'm doing this, if you haven't had the chance yet, every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. Link in the video description for that. So go check it out. Enter if you haven't had the chance yet. Because every stream we give away a spool of filament, and I'm sure you want to win a spool. Okay, let's see what we got under the hood. Okay, pretty reasonable. Okay, so we've got our controller here. It's a Kingroon KP Cheetah V2. That is the controller that this uses. We do have ferrules on these two. These two don't have ferrules. These don't have ferrules, these have ferrules. So the ones going to the hot end have ferrule. I would like to see a grommet here. This is sheet metal up top here where the wires go through the frame. I would like to see a grommet on here. Here's your Z. Okay, so it's a single motor, it's geared. Here's the controller. So they give me this. This is, where is it? I don't know what this is. Anyone know what this is? It's an MKS eMMC adapter. I'm thinking that just, it's part of this. It's like an extra. I don't think you need it. So yeah, so there you go. You got your 3 drivers under there, 4th there. Yeah, power supply is a, what is that? 24 volt, 6 amp. That don't look too bad. 12.5 amp output. Yeah. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Simple. Very simple. I like to see we got you know, it don't look too bad under here. And you got your touch screen there. It's all maker-based stuff. Yeah, that looks reasonable. You got this fan here to keep this all cool. Yeah, it looks reasonable. There's your Wi-Fi. It's got a antenna. So yeah. I don't know. It's under the hood seems pretty good. Lots of room for add-ons. What would you want to add on? What do you need to add on? $32-bit? Yeah, nobody's making 8-bit anymore. And it's running Clipper, so. Yeah, so I'd say I'm pretty happy with the electronics. They look, you know, could use a few more ferrules on a few parts, but you know, good enough. It doesn't have a camera. So here's the thing though, there is USB on the side. Yeah, it's set to 115. I've got on the one side here, you got 3 USB ports and an Ethernet. So you should be able to just plug in a webcam, which I have a webcam in here somewhere. I gotta find it and we'll try it. We'll plug in a webcam and see how it goes. I'll put the rest of the screws in later. I'm just trying to get this back together. I want to get this powered up. Put the rest of the screws in later. This has Wi-Fi. This has Wi-Fi. This comes with Wi-Fi. Jeez. Well, that screw is crooked, so we're not going to bother with it. Good enough. I got a couple screws in here. Good enough. Yeah, dropping everything. Whatever. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. So that's the filament thing. So that goes there. That runout sensor is just an empty one. Okay. So pretend we put the panels on, and we got a filament holder. I guess this will hold a spool. very, very little spool. Very, very little spool. Yeah, this is a small spool holder. Okay, there we go. So this just attaches like that. Yeah, that spool holder was average. It was average. Oh, here's a ding-a-ling. Somebody bought some merch. Yeah, the back is the worst spot. The thing is, that's kind of like the industry standard. As shitty as it is, that's what everyone does, so everyone keeps doing it. Personally, I'd like to see more spools on the side or the top, or hey, how about you just put some extra holes in the printer so we can put the spool wherever we need to put it. Like, that's something I would like to see, is just, you know, put some extra holes in spots so that, you know, depending on the user and their setup, they can put the spools wherever they need to put them. I would like that. That is something I could dig. So you're not getting a perfect seal around the top of this. There is a little bit of a gap. There's about a 1 mil gap along the back here. There is a magnet here, so it does kind of stick down. Oh, these are stock Vorons on the back. True, but a Voron frame's aluminum extrusion. You can mount the spool holders wherever you want. Are these the handles? Yeah, these are the, okay. They give you some fancy handles. Neat. Okay, let's plug this in. So it is set for 220 or 110. Wow, this is a short cable. Let's use a not short one. Do I have a not short one that I could use? Should have not short ones. That's an HDMI cable. I think I brought them all out to the garage. This is the downside. I've moved so much to the garage, it's like I don't know where everything is anymore. Because this cable's way too short. Are you a power cable? No. What about you? You'll work. I'll steal the cruises. Yeah. Yes, I used my Prusa in my Voron. And that should work. Okay. So you plug in there. Okay, that's still pretty short. Where is the power plug? It's on the back. Okay. Power up. Ooh. Magnetic flex plate. There is no pins or anything to locate it. Oh, there's like a little animation when it boots up. The Kingroon logo's on fire. That's so cool. Get an extension. Well, I do. I've got a power bar right here. I need to put a power bar on that side. Okay. So here's the thing. Do I want to deal with Wi-Fi or do I just want to... Okay, so it's running... So this is Clipper screen. And it's running away. So the fans are on. What fan is that? Is that the underneath fan? Yep. I smell like hot electronics smell. Okay, it's in Chinese. The screen is in Chinese. Is there anything on here? No. Let's see here. Okay, this manual's got to go to English at some point. Okay, there we go, English, okay. Okay, so why is this all in... How do I change the language? Configuration, network, input. It's all in Chinese. Why is it in Chinese? It's all in Chinese. There's got to be a way to change it. It's really slow too. Okay, should I, you know what, I'm gonna go get some Ethernet cables, so I can plug this in over Ethernet, so I don't put any Wi-Fi information in here. So I'm gonna be back in a second. Yeah, let me go get an Ethernet cable. Did it come with an Ethernet? It did not. Actually, you know what, I'll just do this. Screw it. Where is... There you are. Yeah. You want to use the keyboard. You want to use the keyboard. Okay, so I'm connected. Why are you in Chinese? I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. So let me find it on my network here. Where are you? What are you called? What are you called? Not the phone. You're not. You're 2.4. Oh, here you go. Oh. Where'd you go? It was connected. Oh, there you are. Okay. Copy. Paste. I'm gonna go get an Ethernet cable. I have it. It's connecting. I've got the IP address of it. It's just the Wi-Fi is. Yeah. Let me go get an Ethernet cable. Baby's in charge. Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Yeah, that Wi-Fi is being funky. Okay, let's. Why are you in Chinese? Okay, let's pull it up here. Can help translate. No, it's fine. I'm just going to do the screen. If I can give, it's running fluid. You can see there, it's running fluid. It's trying to connect. This is going great. This is going great. Any sign of a port? I've never had to do port stuff. Touch on that. Okay, you connect it. It gives you the IP address. Oh, there we go. Okay. So there we go. So we have some generic G code. There's the USB stick. Okay, how do you change the language? System, configuration, clipperscreen.conf. English. Violent, there's a violent benchy. Oh, we're running that G code. There we go. English. Gotta love Clipper, eh? What language do you want? English. Okay, we're in English now. Okay, there we go. So we're good there. So first things first, this has an always on fan, okay? I'm wondering if they're doing the same thing. So there's something with these weird not Raspberry Pi controllers that some of these companies are using, where the issue is there's always like a core active, so you need active cooling all the time. A Raspberry Pi could just sit in standby mode forever until it's being used, right? Then you need a fan on it, unless you're hitting it really, or unless you're not hitting it crazy hard. But these standalone Clipper, like the controllers that these ones use, that the all-in-ones, because they're not running Raspberry Pi, they're running like another OS that's made to work with Clipper, they have to have like a fan always on. And this fan is loud. Mic filters. There's the noise suppression off, and there's the music off. That's the fan underneath. So yeah, this machine just on standby is loud. Okay, so let's follow the manual. Okay, so how's this? This freely moves. There's a loose screw. Let me fix that. You may want to tighten those screws up. There we go. Okay, ignore that. So according to the manual here, I'm following the manual. Okay, so we've connected to the internet. We got that. Macros option, Z offset. I don't have that macro. I don't have that macro. Okay. There, it's like, oh, use the Z offset macro. Do you see a Z offset macro? I don't see a Z offset macro. So we're gonna do it the, oh, here, you know what? Before we get too far, home all. Okay. Oh God, you hear that? Oh, that is not smooth motion. Why are you being chunky? I don't like that. And there's no over travel. What the heck? Home all. Okay, it homes to the front left. And then it homes the bed. Okay, one second here. What is it saying? Where's my current position? I might be good for Z offset. I might be good for Z offset. Paper. Okay. Z offset's good. Z offset is good. Yeah, Z offset's good. Cool. So let's do a bed mesh. So I'm just gonna do calibrate. Yeah, there's a screw there. Cool. It's like 0.1 mil off. I'll just live adjust it. I don't know about you, but there's somebody, you guys pointed out, this 3D Benchy Violent. You know we're running that shit. So let me get some filament in here. I am not liking these travels. Why is not smooth at all? Why travel on this is crunchy? That's PETG. There you go, Polymaker PLA Pro. Okay, so. Oh god, the Polymaker spool barely fits. It's rails, it's all rails, which I like, but I don't know if you can hear it when it goes to do a Y move. It's like, well, we'll find out during the violent benchy. Speaking of, I need to raise this up. Some sparkle cherry red, some sparkle cherry red. That's not high enough. Use some of this cookie CAD stuff. There we go. Is the nozzle tapping the bed? No. If it is, it's like 0, 0. Got a USB stick. What else do we got here? USB stick, some screws, and a door I haven't put on yet. Okay. So was that. So this is printed already. So they already got some print time on this machine. They've only done like a tune. How do you load a bed mesh? Show me the bed profile. Show me. Why don't you want to show me the bed mesh? Is it that scary? Anyways, let's load some filament. Is there a load? They don't have a load. Why do they just have names? Why do they call them macros? Okay, well, I guess we're doing this manually. Like I know like this, it means something. I don't know what all the G codes, like G commands are off the top of my head. Okay. So I gotta load this manually. So extruder. The bed is rigid. I don't see any way to adjust the bed. Yeah, there's no way to adjust the bed. They screwed the bed down. This bed is screwed to the frame down, and then they put the magnet on it. So you can't even get at the screws without cutting a hole in the magnet. Still heating up. It's not too bad for the heat up. Not too bad. Maybe. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Shouldn't the magnet have holes? I mean, if you wanted holes for screw access, yes, you would want holes. Okay, so now I gotta feed filament, so... Let's extrude. Okay, filament's going in. And filament's coming out. So now, it's time for Violent Benchy. Why Violent Benchy? Because it's called Violent Benchy. And you know we're not gonna not run it. .3D Benchy, Violent. Print. 19-minute. Violent benchy. Oh, webcam first. I gotta find a webcam. I gotta find my webcam. Because you should just be able to plug in a webcam. Did I bring it to the garage? I might have brought it to the garage. Shoot. It might be in the garage. Yeah. Might be in the garage. I mean, I could just plug this in, which I'll probably end up doing. What material? Probably PLA. I'm assuming PLA. Figure it out. While it's doing that, let's get scared. Why do they always have all these weird overrides for homing? G40, so that's input shaper. Does it have input shaper? Where's clipper printer? Yeah, it does have input shaper value, so they already have a pre-run input shaper on this. Moonraker Obico. Why does it have Obico? Isn't Obico a paid service? Why does it have Obico? There's a free version? Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, that sounds horrible. Do you hear that? That sounds horrible. I don't know where that light went. I had a second light. Yeah, I don't know where that light went. I gotta find where that light went. This sounds horrible. It's already layer shifted. Okay. Let's not try violent benchy. Let's try fast benchy. So there's violent, fast, and standard. Let's try fast. I don't know. We're just trying out the G-code that's on the machine already. What does it recommend for slicer? Like, I really don't want to install their version of Cura on this. Yeah. Apparently, oh, actually, 1 second here. Cura. No, they don't have a profile for it in Cura. That was on the machine already? Yep, that was on the machine already. We have violent, fast, and standard. So now we're gonna try fast. Because we got 45 minutes here to get this going. Before we gotta call it. Okay, this seems a bit more reasonable. How much is this estimating? This is estimating 20 minutes? 20 to 30 minutes it's estimating for this. One second here. I need more light. That's what I need. I don't know where that other light went. I went and bought lights, and I don't know where I put them. Ready? It's already layer shifted. It's already layer shifted. Standard benchy, maybe? Let's try standard. Belt tension check. Oh, they're loose as shit. No, this belt's loose as shit. Okay, 1 second. Okay, how do I tension the belts on this? This bottom belt is loose as shit. Top one's fine. Oh, I got a way of adjusting it. Jeez. It doesn't say anything about belt tension in the manual, by the way. Okay, let's drop this bed. Yeah, the bottom belt's loose as shit. I wonder why it's having issues. How do I tighten this? What the heck? Oh. Okay, that goes that way. Oh, that's still loose. How does this tighten the belt? How does this belt tensioning system work? Can't see shit. Oh, okay, you do that. Okay, so you... I really don't like this system. I really don't like this system. It's really awkward too. Okay, I think we're okay there. It's not racked, so turn it back on, try again. Feels, I don't know if it feels any better. That's So do we try Violent Benchy again? Do we try Violent Benchy again? Open the top cover. No, because it has a top cover, and I like watching it dance because the filament pushes on it. Plus I need something to rest my phone on for the light. Violence. Okay, we'll try Violent Benchy again. Violent. But only if you like that smash button. If you like the smash button, we'll do Violent Benchy again. Violent Benchy print. While it's doing that, let me get the door panel ready. So while I'm doing that and this is heating up, don't forget, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you plan on doing some shopping in the future, check out the links in the description. They're affiliate links. They don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. But for those that are channel members and Patreon supporters, you allow us to do fun things like tomorrow, is the community contest stream. So every month we do a community contest on the Discord, and normally it's the last Friday of the month. And yes, I know tomorrow is September 2nd, and we're doing the August one then. I had no power when we were going to do it normally. So you still have time to enter for that. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So you can win some sweet Only Benchies merch and Polymaker filament just by printing something and posting a picture of it. So might as well give it a shot. Logan gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Skipping steps. It could be just how loose the belt was. One of the belts was really loose, and the way to tighten the belt is you either do up or undo a screw, but there's no way to lock it. So I'm worried that it might, you know, work itself loose again. There we go. So how does this door work? Just like this. Oh. What's the theme? We'll check the Discord. But it's organizational prints. This isn't long enough. Yeah. Look at that violent benchy go. Well, it hasn't layer shifted yet, so that's good. Yeah, it's very loud. It is very loud. It's safe to put RGBs in your closure? Yeah, I've got LEDs in a bunch of my printers. What's the estimate on the Violent one? 12 minutes? Or no, 17 minutes. We'll see. So yeah, so off the top of my head, we've had the lead screw for the bed was loose. We had to tighten that up. One of the belts was comically loose. We had to tighten that up. It was set to Chinese mode. We had to fix that. But on the plus side, the Z offset was bang on. We didn't have to adjust it. Small victories. I don't think it's the bed. If you pay attention, the camera's shaking because the bench is shaking, because the printer's on the bench and it's shaking. So everything is shaking. Wi-Fi shit though. Yes, Wi-Fi shit. I'm trying to connect to my fancy Ubiquiti router that's 20 feet away and it won't connect. Image stabilization. This is a Canon Vixia. I don't think it had image stabilization. Kid's seasick. Oh, here, I'll zoom out. Is it worth the money? That's up to you. I'm not your mom. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. It is an enclosed high-speed Core XY printer for $379. Take it that what you will. Can I test thermal runaway? Yeah, we'll do that after this. Once we get this print done, I want to take the fanning, the enclosure off and take a look at the actual hot end itself. Yeah, I'm not going to try and put the door on. But if you're wondering what it looks like with the door on, noise levels, let's see if the door helps with the noise. A little, not much, but a little. I was thinking about the Anker M5C. I'm supposed to have one of those on the way. Anker sent me a bunch of stuff. They didn't send me the printer though. They sent me 2 boxes of filament and a box of nozzles. That was apparently the nozzles were supposed to be the printer. So yeah, still waiting on the M5C. Is the quality good? I mean, out of the box, we had to tighten one of the belts. The screws for the lead screw were loose, and it's still making a really rackety noise when doing Y moves. Like, you have seen as much of the printer as I have. We unboxed this live. This thing has only been out of the box for an hour and a half, right? So you know about as much about this as I have. So you've seen everything so far. It's a 0.4 nozzle. Yeah, the LCD inside the chamber. Yeah, that's not a great idea. Like, I get why they did it, because it makes it more compact. But do I like Anker Make? I don't have any of their printers. I'm not a fan of, like, I'm getting the M5C because I just want to play with it, and they offered to send it, so I'm like, sure, why not? I'll use it. I'll print with it on a Friday, and we'll call it a day. But the fact that you need to use their cloud service to even use the machine itself, I don't like at all. Like the fact the machine doesn't even have a screen on it. So if you're mid-print and you want to change something and you don't have your phone immediately on you, you have to, like, if I walk up to a printer and go, oh, hey, home. Okay? On an Anker machine, it's, oh, hey, I want to home that. Okay, let me pull my phone out, unlock my phone, launch the app, okay, sign in, wait for the cloud service to connect, okay, home. And then, of course, it's Anker Make, which is, you know, look up what happened with Eufy, which is owned by Anker, and know everything you're doing is susceptible to a data breach. Yeah, but yeah, as for what you got, yeah, it's got a shiny logo. Got a shiny logo. Thoughts about what the heck is Bamboo Maker World? I'm typing, my whole desk is shaking. A community-driven great way. No. It's another, yeah, as they put it, another STL sharing website. Like, go for it. I really don't care. But, you know, I personally, it's because, you ready? You ready? You ready? Do you want to know what Bamboo Anker World is? Okay. hate peeling aluminum tape. There we go. Okay. The easiest way to make money in today's day and age is to keep your consumers locked in a walled garden, okay? Bamboo machines are already very locked down machines. You could only run, you know, the machine the way they want it. You can't really do anything that you would normally do on a printer. You can't even run a PID tune on it, right? So Bamboo machines are for those that just want to download, click, print. The thing is, though, you still have to download the files from, you know, Printables or Thingiverse or Cults or whatever. So, and then you have to go through and slice it. So by creating a file repository site that's specifically for Bamboo with already pre-sliced files specifically for Bamboo, that lowers the barrier to entry, which is great. But on the downside of that, you end up raising an entire generation of people in the hobby that literally can only use your hardware. It's the Apple effect, okay? So they're basically creating a walled garden to keep people stuck in their ecosystem, right? It's like quadcopters, right? If you fly stuff with like running beta flight and whatnot, that's great. But the moment you get invested in like the DJI ecosystem, that's all you can use is the DJI ecosystem, right? So it's like a lot of things where they want you to get into their ecosystem, use their machines and only use their machines and only use them the way they want, and you not have the ability to leave because you've only ever used their machines and you don't even know how to do a PID. So if they want to go for it, but you know, it is what it is. Thank you for my TED Talk. I mean, this company has already just like shown off several times that everything they do is reactive, like in terms of like fixes and updates and security issues with their systems. So yeah, and of course it's earn points and redeem gifts, right? Get that monkey brain going, right? Ever since Thangs started it, where they were paying creators to be on their platform, like sponsoring creators to be on their platform, and now Printables, where they pretty much do the same thing as Thangs, where Thangs is just, you know, they're both doing the same thing. They're both rewarding you for using their platform monetarily. It's just, you know, Printables you get filament and printers, and Thangs you get money. And now you have another company doing it. Like, again, reactionary. Everything's reactionary. Plus, again, you know, if you're not paying for it, you are the product. So enjoy having all your data scraped by another company. So. Thanks is annoying to you. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fact you have to like sign into the account all the time. Did I see they got Bamboo got backdoored and people had access to 100 printers for... Okay, Aussie Lover, if you're on the Discord, share an actual link to information about that. Do a Creality and Steel. Well, that's another thing too, Seabass. You have to police it. So the big problem with Creality Cloud, or whatever the Creality's version of STL, is everyone just puts stolen models on there. So Bamboo also has to do that. So anyone can upload, right? So what's stopping somebody from taking a model that's, you know, a paid model, a Patreon model, and throwing it on their service? DJI and Apple customers are pretty happy. Oh, I know. I mean, my brother in Christ, my long-range quadcopters, I run DJI Vista units. I use DJI goggles for my quadcopters. I'm not saying they make bad products. I'm just saying they want you in their ecosystem. That's part of their marketing. That's part of their business practice. Is, you know, get people using their ecosystem and try and keep them in their ecosystem so they continue to. I'm not saying they're bad products. It's just the way they do business I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, again, I fly DJI components on my quadcopters. They make good shit. Where do you get your STLs? A mixture of Thingiverse and Printables for the most part, or GitHub if it's a printer project. So, all these things, and yeah, that's the thing. Remember, you don't want any single company winning. Because if one company is leading the way, you end up with Thingiverse again, where there's only one site for models, and it's the big one, and it's garbage, because why invest in it if you're number one? So now that, you know, printables and things are out, and they're poking the bear, you're actually getting, you know, Thingiverse has had money put into it. It actually kind of works now. We had, you know, how long were we stuck with generic V-wheel bed flingers? That was it. And then all of a sudden, you know, development happens in the open source field where you have Vorons and you know, VZBot and, you know, all the other enclosed like DIY Core XY machines come out. And then all of a sudden Bamboo, you know, they come out with a machine, and now everyone has to have an enclosed Core XY. Like this market is entirely like so reactionary. So everyone's happy to sit on their laurels until, oh shit, okay, now we have to change. How can you use their DJI makes they make full, okay, so show you my quadcopter. So this is a LR4 that's pretty heavily modded. It's got a naked vis in it. So DJI quadcopters are pretty locked down, but DJI actually sell goggles, and they sell the camera link system. So you can use the FPV system to actually like view what your quadcopter sees. Because the thing with the, you know, an FPV quadcopter, there's a camera on it. So you wear a set of goggles and you see what the quad sees. So those you can put on normal quads, but the actual DJI quads are locked down to all hell. So, how is the KLP1? It's printing a benchy. It's very loud. We had to fix some stuff out of the box. Documentation could be a lot better, and yeah, I had to change it into English. So yeah. Okay, Aussie Lover, it's a theory then. Unless you have hard proof, don't, like, I can poo-poo on Bamboo's security, you know, off things they have done and shown, but don't go spreading, like bad info around, okay? Unless, like, you actually saw or somebody actually, posted proof that they were backdoored. Please don't go around telling people that, unless you actually have legit proof about it. A theory is not proof. Is there limited features since you aren't using DJI quad? No. DJI quads are their own thing. Like they have their Mavics. They're meant more for camera stuff. Like they have the Avata. I think, is it the Avata? Which is kind of like an FPV quad, but the DJI quads aren't FPV quads. Like they're not like Bando Basher kind of things. Like this is my long range. So this I fly out like 5 kilometers. I've got, you know, my little Odinata, which I little fly around the neighborhood. I've got my, you know, little guy here that I fly indoors and at parks. How loud is it compared to an X1? Actually probably comparable. If not, pains me to say this might be louder. Yeah, this is definitely louder than a Bamboo. The fans are more annoying, and the machine itself vibrates a heck of a lot more. Yeah, the thing, Lightspeed, though, is that is a thing that's been around since the dawn of internet services, with like especially any app services. You DoorDash an order for McDonald's and the server goes down. When it comes back up, you don't get 20 Big Macs show up at your door, right? There's actual tokens and security things in place already that are industry standards that would have prevented what happened with Bamboo from happening, and they just didn't implement it because they didn't bother to. That's the problem, is they're entirely reactionary, and on a lot of things they either don't know what they're doing and they're just kind of like, okay, make it work. What about these security issues? Well, we don't even know about them, so whatever. Like they're indemnity tokens or indemnity tokens or whatever the heck they're called. Like it's not hard to make a system where you don't get that kind of resend of a command if your server crashes, right? Like it's literally not hard. They just didn't do it. And instead of implementing something like that, they're like, oh, we'll just make a pop-up that says, you know, another button you have to press when you print saying, check the bed, make sure the bed's clear. But again, first time company, right? It's Homer Simpson on the nuclear sub, right? You know, it's my first day. I'm sorry, Uwu. Just hope they don't have a data breach. Hey, it printed a benchy. It's under extruded. Would you look at that boat? Look at that boat. So are you ready? Are you ready, kids? There's modern high-speed enclosed Core XY. Polymaker original. This is 12 years of 3D printing evolution. Now, granted, this took an hour, and this took 4 times as long as that, though. But there you go. 10 years of 3D printing evolution. This machine costs 2.5 times as much and took 4 times longer. Okay, what time is it? Okay, we got 15 minutes. Let's take this fan shroud off and cause a thermal runaway. It's running Clipper. Clipper has thermal runaway built into it, and I don't think you can't disable it in Clipper. As far as I'm aware, you can't disable thermal runaway easily in Clipper. So I don't really think it will fail a thermal runaway test. But if you guys want me to check, let me be safe and turn it off while I do this. Ooh, screws are tight. I don't think 3D print quality has improved. There have been some improvements in certain fields. The fact that we all have leaf blowers inside doing current air cooling is kind of nice for the high-speed folks, if that's your thing. But I mean, like, you're melting plastic, pushing it out of a block of hot metal and hitting it with a fan. And your motion system is NEMA 17s on GT2 belt. I mean, we've been at the point of diminishing returns for improvements on 3D printing for a while now. Well, I won't fault them for not torquing these screws. Oh man, yeah, these ones are. Okay, so it's 4 screws. Oh, okay. So let's see, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? QC passed. Okay, so we got the same, everyone's using this style of hot end now, right? That heater with the, it still has a replaceable nozzle. You still have that, it's big. This is all aluminum. This is all aluminum. You got your, Bondtech gears in there. You got Bondtech gears in there. This whole thing is aluminum. There's your fan blowing into there, and then you have your, get to the other side here so I can see. You got a breakout board with everything connected to it, and there's your fans. Okay. And oh, this, okay, yeah, this has boot and reset. So this has its own MCU, I think. Yeah, this has its own MCU. So that's why on the controller, when we looked underneath, there was only 3 drivers. This has a driver too. So this is its own tool head board, and it's probably USB. Is it USB? Let me take this gunk off. It's all glued on. I don't know if it's USB. It might. I don't think it's CAN bus. I think it's just a 4-pin USB. So instead of using a USB connection, it's just 4 pins, but yeah, that's that. Okay, let's do a thermal runaway. USB and CAN bus is its own communication. I don't think it's CAN bus. I don't think that MKS board has CAN bus support. Yeah, I'll check the printer.cfg. No, it's working. We just took the tool head. We took the shroud off to take a look at the tool head, just to take a look at it. Well, it's working fine after we fixed a bunch. Okay, so we're booted up. Okay, so, yeah, it's USB. I would assume it's USB. System config. Well, here we go. MCU load, Moonraker load, Clipper load. There we go. Toolhead. Yeah, it's the MKS toolhead board. Yeah, that's USB. Yeah, that's USB. That's an RP2040. Yeah, it's USB. And again, okay, this is running Clipper 11. That's cool. Most of the time, a lot of these machines are shipping with Clipper 10. This is running Clipper 11. But the toolhead board is Clipper 10. Why'd I hit that button? So it's an out of revision Clipper. Can we update it? Distribution. Please do not edit this file. Okay, how do you do updates in? Oh yeah, camera. Let's see if a camera works. You should be able to plug in a camera. I gotta find a camera. I could have sworn I had a camera in here. I guess I don't. Yeah, I thought I had a camera in here, but I guess I don't. Nope. Oh. Does this work? Maybe this works. Let's plug this in. Okay, I plugged in a camera. Okay, maybe the camera don't work. Maybe that's why that camera is in a drawer. It doesn't work. It's like a weird USB camera. Okay, let's thermally run away this thing. As compared to a Kitty, it is definitely a lower cost option. Okay, so I'm just gonna unplug the thermistor for the hot end, which is right there. Hope I don't electrocute myself. Okay. Hot end thermistor is unplugged and ran away. Boom. Easy peasy. So yeah, it's got thermal runaway. Doesn't take 3 minutes to figure that out. And yes, I know there's different types of thermal runaway. This is the easiest one to detect. There we go. Yeah, I had a webcam. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There's web. Okay, let me turn this back on. There's the web. There. Webcam. There we go, found it. It's Klipper. Klipper has thermal runaway baked into it, and it's damn near impossible to turn off. Like, that's the good thing with Klipper. You can't really avoid thermal runaway protection with Klipper. It looks okay. It is very, like, honest opinion, the printer needs a little work. It's very, you could tell they priced it to a point. Okay, settings, camera. Add a camera. Enable, call it camera. MPEG stream. Add. Yeah, it's Klipper, so you just, there you go, we got a camera. So yeah, easy to add a camera, you just plug it in. It's Klipper. There you go, you watch the printer do printer things. Cool. Hi. Yeah, that's a good thing with Klipper. You can just plug in any camera. I know, does Creality, like, don't tell me, like, I know Creality sells a camera, but please tell me they didn't butcher their Klipper install so you can only use their camera. Like, if it's got a USB port, it's running Klipper, you can plug in a camera. That's like one of the things with Klipper. And if you can't, then they butchered that. Then they remove that on purpose. So, okay. So yeah, we're gonna call it there. I know we only got one print out of it, and it was a benchy, and it's under extruded, but it's a speedboat benchy, so they're allowed to look like shit apparently. And this took 18 minutes, by the way. So I'll play around with this some more. I gotta finish putting it all back together and put the door on and whatnot. But yeah, initial impressions. Wait on a version 2. This machine, they did a lot to get it down to its price point. If you absolutely only have 379 American pesos plus tax and shipping, and you need an enclosed Core XY machine, this is an option. That is an option. Yeah. Does it have? Yeah, it has input. There's already a baked-in profile for input shaper. And the toolhead board, I think, has an accelerometer in it, so you can rerun it if you want to. I didn't bother. I just went with the baked-in version. Gotta find the bits for this, so I gotta put this back together. Or Stratasys F123. Personally, though, I think the Stratasys is a little, it's slightly out of budget for most people, so. I do like the form factor. I do like these like smaller, mid-sized enclosed printers. Honestly, I'm not a fan of these super huge. Like, I know big, everyone wants big, but I'm these size printers, like, there's a reason my 250 Voron is my most used one. First, I don't have an accelerometer. Okay. They don't need one. None of mine have a built-in accelerometer. I've got one, I just plug it in whenever machine I'm running input shaper. But yeah, I'm gonna take these stickers off. So I'll play around with this some more. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to pick this up at ERF next year, or MERF. I'll bring it there or something. See what ends up happening with it. It's a printer. It does printer things. It's cheap. Cheap printers have downsides. It does make a boat though. It does do the thing you ask it to do. Just be aware you may have to tighten up some screws and belts if you get one of these. So yeah, this is the version 2. Okay, wait for a version 3. Oh, I can get the stubby screwdriver now. I gotta go throw more money at LTT. Rails and rods. No, this is, it's all rails. There are no rods. Well, the only rods are for the Z, but who cares about Zs? You don't have to worry about a rod bowing on Z. It's Z. Okay, let's do the giveaway. You have 1 minute to enter. If you have not entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description. What next? We're gonna do the giveaway and I'm gonna end the stream because wifey's gotta go to work. And then tomorrow is the community challenge stream. So you have until 8 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow to enter on the Discord, and then we're gonna go through all of those. But yeah. So join the Discord and enter. $70. I don't know, I've got the $80 full-size one and I like it, so. Okay. And 1. Okay, so let's close that off. There we go. The next project. We got to finish the VZ bot. 330. We got to finish that. Tallboy is going to be getting some upgrades relatively soon. So we'll be doing that. We're going to be messing around with the Ultimaker, but that might be videos. We'll see how that comes out. And then there's a few other kits that I'm waiting on potentially. Also, there's supposed to be like, I'm waiting on 2 or 3 printers that are supposed to be being sent by manufacturers that haven't. Creality has said multiple times they are sending a K1. That is yet to show up. And I'm not the only reviewer that has not received a K1. I guess if you're super critical of printers and don't just, you know, shill them, they don't send you stuff. And then also an Anchormate M5C. But that was on them because they said they sent the printer and instead I got a box of nozzles. A box of nozzles is not a 3D printer. It's part of it. Annex incoming whenever I get the kit. Okay, so I don't know, give me a number between 4 and 20. This shirt, if you want to buy this shirt, become a member of the Voron team. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These were custom made for the Voron team. Elijah Rompa. Congratulations, Elijah. That name sounds familiar. Did you win before, or do I just know that name? You also entered right at the last minute, so congratulations. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to get your filament. LTT. I wouldn't say they treat them like garbage, but you know, as somebody who worked in a tool shop, pretty much every company treats their employees like garbage. So you work for a company, they want you. I'll need M4 by 50 button heads to mount the filter on the VZ bot, not in the kit. I did buy a pack of M4s. So yeah, LTD. Also, don't forget, me buying a tool to use on a stream is a write-off. Business expense, baby. Business expense. Okay, so we're gonna call it there. Voron is a city in Crimea. Yes, for those that don't know what Voron actually is, it's Raven in Russian. That's what Voron is. Because RCF, the guy who founded Voron, you know, he lived in California pretty much his whole life. He is Russian. So yeah, that's Voron is Raven in Russia. So yeah, so we're gonna call, or Russian, sorry. So we're gonna call it there. So again, stream tomorrow. And yeah, it's a weekend, long weekend. Enjoy your Labor Day holidays, people. Be safe out there, wash your hands. Oh wait, no, I gotta sit. Shout out to Kingroon for sending me this printer. As per usual, this is not a sponsor stream. You know, they sent me the printer, no money's exchanged hands, they're not paying me, words and opinions are my own. I'm allowed to say what I want. This printer, TLDR, it is a budget Core XY machine. You may have to do a little bit of tinkering with it out of the box to get it printing to your standard, but it does print. It does have clipper. It is fully enclosed. It is Core XY. It does have a all metal hot end, direct feed. It's got a spring steel flex plate with PEI, all the things you want in a modern printer, but it is budgeted to a price point take it that as you will. And then also shout out to Polymaker for the spool filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for them and more in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. And lastly, for those that donated to the stream, became members of the channel, or donated to the stream, gifted memberships, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, without your continued support. So cheers. So it is Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.